Hello and welcome to Lists and Other Things That No One Asked For with Jesse Barbin, your weekly mini podcast with essays and lists about music, TV, books, and in general, the painful process of growing up. Thank you for tuning in. I understand that in modern society, everyone must have a job. It's a necessary evil. I can appreciate a good work ethic, and people who put in the hours to make a living will always be respected by me. That being said, there are several people who I know are just doing their jobs, but I hate talking to. Here's a few of them off the top of my head. The salespeople at Costco. I know these people are just doing their job. I don't envy them at all, but I don't want to buy any solar panels. I don't want to buy any garage doors. I don't want to get a new cell phone plan. I'm just trying to get to that rotisserie chicken. On the flip side, I feel bad for them, so I sometimes sit and listen to their pitch, and I know full well that I will ultimately tell them no thank you politely. But then I start to worry, is this wasting their time? Is it worse than if I would just blow them off right at the beginning? If I can, I just try not to make eye contact and push my cart very determinedly, and then they don't bother me. Dentists are necessary, but please, don't make me talk to one. It's cool that you've made sticking your hands into strangers' mouths your profession, but I hate talking to you, Dr. Brad. One of the things that bothers me is they're never satisfied with what you've done, even when you don't have any cavities. I get this kind of Jiffy Lube upselling vibe from my dentist, like, you don't have any cavities this time, but try this extra fancy mouthwash that we just so happen to sell here. Or try this super fancy and super expensive electric toothbrush that we sell here. My dentist is doing Invisalign now, and he told me to get Invisalign because it'll help my gums. I don't even know if that's factual. Another thing about dentists is they can't seem to make up their minds. In my early 20s, my dentist said, brush your gums more. And then a few years later, I sat in the very same chair and the very same DDS told me I was brushing my gums too much and that I was doing more harm than good. So which is it, dentist? You are killing me. Side note, I will talk to an orthodontist. I've seen a few moderately influential people on social media have some thirsty orthodontists straighten their teeth for free in exchange for posting pictures about it. I want to get in on that, please. It makes me want to get more social media followers so that I can get my teeth fixed. I don't really care about clout or anything else. Maybe I just need good dental insurance. That's probably a more realistic goal. Next, I don't like to talk to doctors of any stripe. If you have an MD after your name or a stethoscope around your neck, I am not a fan. This is kind of the same as dentists, but where dentists are slick and huckstery, doctors are terminally smug. I've never walked away from a conversation with a doctor feeling better about myself. To be fair, I say this as an overweight person, and doctors love to tell people to lose weight. It's their favorite thing. Maybe if you're a skinny person, doctors just pat you on your head and give you a lollipop. I wouldn't know. Doctors generally don't believe what you're saying either. Like, they don't like how you're describing it. It hurts where? It feels like what? What color is your snot? Let me be clear. This does not include mid-level practitioners such as nurse practitioners or physician's assistants. They have generally been cool to me, as I suspect it's because they don't like doctors either because doctors talk down to them too. Plus, a lot of mid-levels are practicing medicine at a CVS, and you can't be too high and mighty when you're practicing medicine out of a closet. The second worst category is used car salesmen, and I know that's a real obvious one. We had to buy a new car earlier this year, and we sat down with the guy, and he was really nice and personable, but when it came time to talk about the price of the car, I could see this change come over him. Do you remember that TV show V, where there were alien lizard people, but they looked like humans, and they were trying to take over Earth so they could eat everyone? Every once in a while, the lizard people would blink, and it would show a glimpse behind their eyes, and that they had yellow reptilian eyes. Talking to the used car salesman was like that. Like, the pleasantries are out of the way, and now without hesitation, I'm going to do my best to destroy you financially. My absolute least favorite category of people who I know are just doing their jobs, but I hate talking to is elementary school front desk receptionists. It's hard enough getting kids ready for school and out the door, and I don't need your judgment when I'm late or forget something. Late again, they'll say, as I slink in after the bell, or forgot the Chromebook again, eh? As I'm on my second trip back to the school that morning. I really hate it when they ask, what is the reason you're checking your student in late? Because we're running late, bro. Because these miniature people absolutely refuse to move at anything faster than a snail's pace. because they wouldn't put their shoes on, because they wouldn't eat their breakfast, because I thought I had everything in the backpack last night, but when I go to zip it up this morning, everything was scattered all over the place. These elementary school front desk receptionists work with kids all day, but they act like they don't even know what kids actually do. I should be grateful because pretty soon AI will have taken over everything and I'll miss all these little awkward human interactions. Thank you for listening to Lists and Other Things That No One Asked For. I post a new episode every Monday. If you prefer reading, this is also available as a Substack. You can find me on social media at Jesse Barbin. See you next week.